Hello everyone, Erica Rock, Spiritual Catalyst. Today's video is about how to remove toxicity, negativity, and narcissists from your life. And it's going to be super simple. My way of dealing with this is super simple. Number one, we want to raise our vibration, because at a higher vibration, the seeming issues, concerns, worries, cares, things that are heavy on our heart, problems, seeming problems, when we elevate, all that stuff either disappears or resolves on its own, or your perception of it changes and it's no longer a big deal. One of those one of those three things happen when you elevate your vibe. So how do we elevate our vibration? We connect with the light and we pull the light in, we invite the light in, we fill ourselves with light. And you will literally feel lighter as we do this. So let's have an experience of it, because, knowledge and sharing truths, wisdom, insights is great, but pure direct experience is the real deal, okay? Keep in mind, your mind is likely to be skeptical of this, especially when teachings are simple. Because the mind thinks that if I've got a problem this big, it's going to take this big of a solution, or even bigger, to resolve it. Let that belief go. Let that belief go. The mind is resistant to things it doesn't understand, and it doesn't know that it's going to work. It will be skeptical. Why? Because your mind wants to protect you from any further letdown and disappointment, because I would venture to guess that you have been let down a whole bunch in your life, and your mind, which is actually an ally, powerful ally, it doesn't want you to experience any more letdown or disappointment. So we're going to go into this with the understanding that the mind might generate some negativity of its own, some skepticism of its own. It may say, oh, this is ridiculous, this isn't going to work. How is connecting to the light going to elevate my vibe and resolve these issues? It wants to know how, and it has the right to know how, right? Right. But we're going to do this anyway. And we're going to give evidence to the mind that everything is energy. No problem can be solved in the same consciousness from which it was created. Paraphrasing Einstein. And so the solution to our seeming problems is in a higher level of consciousness, energy, being. So let's just do it, okay? I invite you to close your eyes. If you want, bring your hands into prayer at your heart. This begins to balance the right and left hemispheres of the brain, which is always good. If you have a lot of resistance to this because it reminds you too much of religion, no problem. Just open your palms to the heavens. Begin to breathe in for the count of 3. Hold the breath at the top for 3. And then exhale through the mouth for 3. We'll do that a few times. Breathing in for 3. Holding at the top of the breath for 3. And exhaling for 3. Again, breathing in for 3. Holding at the top of the breath for 3. And exhaling through the mouth for 3. And now I invite you to see, feel, allow, imagine a radiant, resplendent, illuminating, bright, white, golden light begins to descend from on high, coming from the very pure source of all that is, whatever form or name or label that higher power of your heart's understanding is. It's coming from that. It's coming from a source bigger than us. It comes from the one who answers our prayers. And this light begins to come down, and it fills up our entire physical vessel. But not only does it fill up our physicality, it also is expanded out into our auric field, filling up our auric field. It goes down out our feet and grounds deep into the crystalline core of Mother Earth. So you become one unified field of the divine light. And the light pours from above, coming through every iota of your being, washing you, clearing you, purifying you. It's alchemical. It's transformative. It transmutes and it rejuvenates and regenerates and raises your frequency, your vibration to the very highest that you have access to at this time. So breathe this light in. Be in this light. And we'll go into silence for a couple of minutes just to marinate in this pure source frequency, allowing it to clear away density, that which doesn't serve, anything limiting you, holding you back. And it goes out your feet and is transmuted by Gaia. Letting everything drain down your legs, out your feet. And then you're replenished, you're invigorated. All of the places and spaces that have been cleared are being filled with pure source light and love. So filling with the light. Breathing it in for the count of 3. Holding at the top of the breath for 3. And exhaling through the mouth for 3. And as we exhale, the light expands, becomes more brilliant, more luminous, more radiant, alive, with light, energy, intelligence, and love. The light is pure information, pure intelligence, pure wisdom, pure truth. And we intend to bring in the energy of unconditional divine love, because love is the lubricant for light, and it tempers the light. And we need both in our ascension process to elevate our vibration. The love brings us into a place of heart-centered consciousness. It helps us to see through the eyes of compassion, the eyes of mercy, the eyes of grace, with great empathy. But knowing where our energy ends and someone else's begins, as we fill with pure light and love, we no longer take on what is not ours. The light and love strengthen us, protect us. So let's sit here for one more moment, taking in this love and light, allowing it to elevate us to our next stage of evolution, our next place of growth, authenticity, coherence, and alignment. And we begin to come back gently but firmly at our own pace, wiggling our fingers and toes, opening your eyes when you feel ready, and focusing on the soles of your feet. Intend to ground, to root deep into our Earth Mother. Grounding helps us to embody this higher vibration. It helps us to embody this higher light and this love. So then we can show up to all experiences in our lives with this love, with this strength of the Father, yet love from the Mother in perfect harmony. So I thank you for connecting in and receiving this, experiencing this with me. If you have any questions or want to share your experience, please post in the comments below. And if you know someone that could benefit from this, please share it with them. I always appreciate that. We're one light lighting up another light, and it becomes like a domino effect until we are blazing like a million suns.